You see this thing now that you're seeing now, this thing that you're seeing, it reminds me some time ago when a client told me to do a project for him. He stays in abroad, I think Cambodia. Then he called me. So I did the design of 2-story building, exactly 2-story building, and we started. I did that project with 16 mm rod. I did the foundation. When I did the foundation, it was very solid, and he sent someone to come and check what I was doing. When the person came, the project was on DPC then. So when the person came and saw the project and the solidity of the project, he called the guy and told the guy, said that this building is very, very solid though. Based on how solid the building is, that you should make it 3-story building, that the building can carry a 3-story building. So the next day, in the evening time, my clients called me and said, how can we do this thing now? That person that came said that it can carry a 3-story building. I said yes, that the strength of the foundation can carry 3-story building, but it won't be durable, because the foundation I did is foundation for 2-story building. So if you do anything beyond that, if the house is given guarantee of 50 years or 100 years before, let me say 50 years before maintenance, the guarantee will reduce automatically, because now you are giving the building a more heavy weight, because it's meant for 2-story building, but you put another one on top of it. So but it's not, I cannot advise him to go ahead with that, or that I cannot add anything on top of that building apart from the 2-story building that we planned and I did foundation for. The truth and the fact is that the foundation is very solid. It can carry 3-story building. It can carry it, but that's not how in construction, that's not how it works, right? So that was what I explained to him. But I know if it's some engineers, they will go ahead, so long as the client has said put 3-story building, because putting 3-story building more means more money is coming. So it's another avenue to get more money or to make more money, right? Or to feel like I'm the builder of this 3-story building, you understand, all those kind of things. So, but I took that aside, and that is exactly what's happened to this building now that you're seeing. This building might be that they did foundation of 2-story building, 1-story building or thereabouts, but they have to put up a building on top of it, and that is why it's collapsed. See how very fresh the building is looking, but it's collapsing because it has a bigger and heavier weight on top of it. Excuse me. That is the reason why you're seeing this collapse, and that is the reason why major buildings collapse. They'll make a foundation of 1-story building, and most of them are using 12 mm rod. And you know, in Nigeria, their rod are not complete. They don't use. They have more substandard materials in the market, especially when the owner of the building doesn't know anything. Some people will go and buy, they have 16 mm and they have substandard 16 mm. It's in the market. If you go to the market and tell them they have 16 mm has up to 3 different types. Same thing with 12 mm. I don't know why they are doing all those things. If you are going to the market to buy 16 mm, it should be 16 mm. If you are going to the market to buy 12 mm, it should be 12 mm, and not 12 mm substandard. This one 10,000, this one 15,000, this one 7,000. I mean, for that 16 mm. It doesn't make sense. That is where problem is coming. And most engineers, when given money to go and buy building material, when they get to the market, they will buy those cheaper ones just for them to do a brico and get their own cuts, and they will come and build. In the nearest future, before you know, building has collapsed. The building has collapsed. That is the reason why many buildings are collapsing in Nigeria today. They don't consider the future to build. They just build to make name or to make money. That is the problem. This thing that just happened here now that you're seeing is obviously what I just explained to you now. Obviously. The foundation is faulty, and they gave the building a heavy load. Someone called me some time ago and said, come and check my project. Come and check this project I did for someone. I want to make it to a story building. I already did a foundation. That place is in a waterlogged area, in a swampy area. But how he explained to me that he used to do the foundation, already told me, no, that building cannot carry a house or a house on top of it. But I said, let's go. When I got there, though I already told him, said, if that's how you did the foundation, you have already mounted road everywhere. I told him that building cannot carry. When I went there, I now saw a very dangerous something there. The house is already separating from foundation. You know, when foundation sink, the block under, as in there is a crack, a separation, an obvious separation, and it was very, very obvious. So when I got there, I told him, see, come and see all these things. This thing that you're seeing it means that this house is sinking. So for you to put a house on top of it again is a disaster, complete disaster. So that's how the idea of the story building, putting a house on top of it, was cancelled. So people should be very, very careful. Engineers in Nigeria should be very, very careful. They are really, really risking the lives of many people.